What's up, family? What's up? Welcome to the live episode of Ustream. I'm Tariq. My lighting signal. There we go. Put a little light on the player. All right, we're here. Let me fix something with Skype. Skype is new. Audio and video setting. Hold on. Skype is new, and speaker. What the fuck? Skype is on some other shit now. Because I can hear the calls ringing now. I don't want that. Application setting. In-app sounds. Let me turn that off. In-app sounds. Okay. Let me turn the sounds off. Okay. All right. Hopefully this will work. Because Skype has obviously been sold to Microsoft, and Skype looks a little different and it's working a little differently. So let me try something. Let me try calling my Skype number real quickly. Sorry about this, fam. I hate the early technical issues. Y'all bear with me 1 second. I'm just double checking, making sure we're not going to hear. 505404. Just making sure we're not going to hear any sounds during the show. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm still hearing this bullshit. Damn it, Skype. Okay. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to just log out of Skype for a second until I figure out how to fix that bullshit. How to stop to mute the sounds in the new Skype. I hate when they switch over to something and they don't let you know how to. Then have notifications. Okay, I toggled that bullshit off. Yeah. I hate when they do that. But I'm here, man. We're here. And I'm here to make it do what it do, family. All right. So how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? We're live right here on Ustream. I look a little rough, man. I look a little rough today, man. It's one of them days. You know, the hair is looking kind of plantation-ish. But I'm here, ready to chop up some game with the family. What's up, Miss Braxton? We got Miss Braxton, the mod, in the room. What's that? You just saw somebody online doing a movie on Egyptian pharaohs. They stole the whole Hidden Colors marketing, music, the letter font. Well, the Hidden Colors series, it has influenced a lot of stuff. So, you know, let them do them. You know, there's a lot of, I've seen several, you know, like Hidden Colors. I won't say knockoff because that's almost disparaging some of the films, and I'm not going to disparage anybody for putting some knowledge out there. You know, so shout out. I don't want y'all stealing shit either now, let me say that. But I won't disparage anybody because a lot of people have been influenced by the Hidden Colors series, and that's a good thing. What's up, Woke Video? How are you? Let me shout out to my man Zoe Williams. Shout out to Zoe Williams. Zoe Williams hooked me up with this trumpet player, Joseph. I can't pronounce Joseph's last name, but he was very thorough. Zoe be pulling through at the last minute. Let me shout out to Henry James for letting me know about Zoe Williams' dude. My LA partner, Henry James, he was like, because I was looking for a trumpet player for a studio session I had today. We needed a live trumpeter, and I was asking around on Instagram, and a lot of people were referring Terrace Martin. He's a very well-known studio guy out here, but I think Terrace is on tour right now. And my man Henry James said, hey man, Zoe got a dude. You need to hit up Zoe. Zoe has a dude who can play. So I hit up Zoe, and you know, Zoe making shit happen. Shout out to my nigga Zoe. Zoe is very thorough. Zoe will make some shit happen at the last minute. Zoe comes through in a crunch. Zoe hooked me up with old dude, and old dude came through heavy with it. Man, how was the party last night? No, it was my lovely daughter's birthday. My daughter turned 18. Y'all know Miss Hillary Banks Nasheed. So my daughter turned 18 finally. That means her little ass can go get a job without my permission. But we went out to Katana last night. Katana was nice. And then we went to World on Wheels. Went down to World on Wheels, had a good time at World on Wheels. World on Wheels, the thing is, nigga, I got a skate. I wear size 15. They only had 14. And the skates were cool at first, nigga. Them skates start tearing my damn feet up because if you haven't skated in a while, those skates are hell on your feet. My feet are sore now with them damn skates. Did I get the Jeep? Hell no, Lady Ace. I did not get that damn Jeep for my daughter. And I'm not going to get it. No. She's not getting no damn Jeep. But man. What's up, Lex Noir? But yeah, them skates was tearing my feet up. But we had a good time at World on Wheels, man. Met a lot of folks who was chopping it up with me down there. Good folks down there. Had a great time. Haven't been down there in a minute. I know Big Andre the giant feet. I know. Oh yeah. That's real talk, sweet melanin. Yeah, I got to get my own skates, but now I got to find some damn size 15s. There's only one pair on Amazon that I found, and I might get those. So, man, what's up, Donovan Mitchell Robinson? I got my daughter the new iPhone 8 because she already gets a bunch of shit. My daughter gets a whole bunch of stuff already. So, yeah, a lot of folks like the interview I did with Corey Holcomb. I'm going to have Corey and all the rest of the gang on my show pretty soon. I'm going to have them on individually. I'm going to have Zoe on, then I'm going to have Corey on, then I'm going to have Darlene on, and I want to talk about Darlene's book. This is Darlene's book. Darlene's book is very good, guys. This is Darlene's book. Y'all sleeping on this, man, because I'm a historian, and I like the history of certain genres, and this talks a lot about the history of the LA hip hop, and it just brings back a lot of memories of the early LA scene reading this book. But it's a very good book by Darlene Ortiz. This is Ice-T's ex-lady. Real good stuff in here about her and being with Ice, and real deep, man. Real deep stuff here. Because Darlene, you understand, this picture right here is from the Power album, and that's a very iconic picture. Darlene is actually, if you look at it, one of the first, and I told her this when I was on Corey's show, she's the first hip-hop vixen. There were no hip-hop sex symbols really before that picture. No sex symbols in hip-hop, like a vixen that you knew by name. A hip-hop lady that you knew by name who was like a sex symbol. You had Salt and Pepper. They weren't quite sex symbols at first. Salt and Pepper, they later on got sexy with their whole image and their whole vibe. They kind of sexed it up a little bit. But as far as just a fine hip-hop vixen who was connected to the hip-hop game, Darlene was the first hip-hop vixen. She was the absolute first. You dig? When you think about it. You dig? Oh, it talks about it in that book. That's why I want to have her on the show to talk about why her and Ice broke up. She goes into that. It's some heavy stuff. It's some heavy stuff. She goes into that. The real Roxanne. Was the real Roxanne? She was cute, but she wasn't like a sex symbol hip hop vixen. Roxanne, you could argue that. But Roxanne was just more of a cute chick. They say Queen Latifah was a sex symbol. Okay. Luke's dances. Well, that the Power album came out right around the same time, but you didn't know the Luke dancers by name. You understand? Melissa Ford wasn't out back then. Yeah, Salt and Pepper they got the sexy thing later on in their career. Not Light. No, Light was real tomboyish when she came out. This nigga said Lil' Kim. This is why y'all need to know hip hop culture. This is why y'all need to know hip hop culture. We're talking about the 80s. This album came out like 88, I think. Power came out in 88, I think. Yeah, Darlene predated Melissa Ford by a decade. Yeah, this was before TLC. I mean, y'all got to understand. This is what I'm saying. This is OG. We talking about 88. Many of y'all niggas weren't born in 88. What's up, Tariq? Here's my little 18-year-old daughter now. What's this? What's okay?
Hey guys.
What's up, Tariq? What are you? Look at the passport. All right, I want you. Say hello.
I can't see myself.
You can hold on over here. Finishing up on the phone. Hold on. There you go. Look, you're finishing up on the phone.
I was this guy at the bar trying to spit.
Oh,
and I'm like, do you not see how I look right now? I look like a bum. Why do you in my face?
What, was he an older dude, younger dude?
He was like 26.
Really?
But he looked way younger. He was like, oh, I just want to be your friend, like with your Snapchat, and I put it in. He was like, oh, so you a Christian? You go to church? I was like, what? I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't believe in Jesus. I believe in God. And I'm like, what made him ask me that? All questions.
He was running some Jesus game on you?
Yeah, but he just asked something. He asked me. He said that he had moved out here from Compton and he does security.
Oh, Lord.
He was like, I want to take you out, put my number in there, so when you text me, that lets me know we can be friends. I was like,
please, okay. Hilarious.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Man. All right. My daughter said some dude was trying to holler at her at the mall. Missy Elliott, okay, y'all just naming bullshit. Oh, man. But anyway, all my LA folks, another thing, I got another studio session this week. You know what I need? I need somebody who knows how to do the talk box. I got a talk box. I don't know how to use it right, though. Because I'm not a keyboard player. I just kind of play shit by ear. I kind of feel around. You know, I can kind of feel around with shit, but I'm not a keyboard player. I need somebody, if y'all know somebody in LA who plays the talk box, like that Roger Troutman thing, y'all have them holler at me. Y'all email me, kflexforlife@yahoo.com. I know Quick. I don't know if Quick is in town, though. kflexforlife@yahoo.com. That's my email, kflexforlife@yahoo.com if you are in LA. Don't email me if you're down in Memphis somewhere. You dig? Cats be doing that. Emailing me there in other cities just to be emailing. You dig? I really got to get this Skype thing working right. I don't know what to do. I hate when they switch over, and I want to get calls from some of the people. You dig? I want to get some calls from folks. Does Dame Funk, because I know Dame, does Dame Funk, he does talk box? Let me holler at Dame. Dame is my dude, Dame Funk. I got to holler at him. I'll holler at Dame Funk. And who else? What kind of lotion I use? Bosco. He's in the Bay. Okay. I need somebody in Southern California. Yeah, don't hit me up with no people that's up in the Bay. Southern California. Because the Bay, that's basically another state. Shit. That is like another state. All right, let's get K-Flex Jr. out of here. Okay. Oh, I hate this shit. Loud as fuck. What's up? Who's calling?
What's up, bro? How you feeling? This is Terrence calling from St. Louis.
Terrence from St. Louis. How you doing, fam?
I'm good. Hey, man, I just want to ask you a quick question. And the question is about this whole Libya situation.
Yeah. And
whenever I talk to some of my so-called liberal white friends, they always want to try to act like, they always want to throw Gaddafi out as like he's some sort of dictator. I mean, they want to neglect from Hillary Clinton going in there and destroying that country, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, all the Western powers control what's happening in the Middle East. So that's why I always say when people talk about the slavery that's happening out there, them selling people, the white supremacists control that whole region because they control the planet. So anything that's negative happening is happening under their watch, and they're ultimately responsible. See, the white supremacists, they've been trying to say, well, look, they're selling slaves in Africa. They're Africans selling other Africans. That's bullshit. They know how to go in and stop shit. They went in there and got Gaddafi and killed him on film. So they know how to go in and intervene when it's convenient for them. So, they're allowing that to happen. They create the atmosphere. They create the friction. Those Arabs who want to be white, they're having them do all the dirty work for them. So, it is what it is. But we need to, black folks, we need to handle the slavery that's happening here in the prison industrial complex, because that is slavery. Correct. So white supremacy is slavery. We're all enslaved by systematic white supremacy. So we got to look at it from that perspective. Thanks for the call, brother. Come on, man. Skype. Come on with this shit. Come on, Skype. How did I get this to stop? Oh, man, it's not showing me. Oh, goodness. Come on, Skype. Audio and video settings. Make a call. Come on, man. Oh. Hold on. Shit. Come on, I hate when they fuck up something. How do I get these damn sounds off? Close privacy. How do I stop this shit? Okay, y'all, somebody let me know how to do this new Skype. Okay. Oh, man, I can't get these sounds off. Show chat notification, want to that service on. Yeah, notification, chat notifications. Get all this shit off. Okay. I gotta sign out, man. I can't chop it up on Skype and the shit is ringing while I'm live. Let's see this work. Video setting, okay. Okay. This shit's just gonna keep doing it nonstop. Skype, y'all stop fucking up Skype and make this shit simple. Y'all can't make this shit simple. How don't y'all make it fucking simple? You gotta dig around to try to find out how to cut the fucking phone off and put it on silent. Why would they make that hard? God damn. God damn. I can't find that for nothing on here. They made that hard as hell. You're going to have all these new features, but not that. Damn. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let me just sign out of here, man, because I can't figure this shit out right now. All right. Sign out. Let me just sign out so I won't get no more calls. All right, so I can just chop it up with the family. They could have made that shit. I tried settings, dude. Settings ain't working. God damn it, Skype. Google does the same thing, man. Google don't have a way to click those sounds off. Click the left of ringtone. Do the same for the box connecting calls. Hold on. I'm gonna read what Mansa Musa is saying. To turn the ringer off. Hold on, man. Let me try this. To turn the ringer off, hold on. Let me see what Manson Musa said. Click the box to the left of the ringtone. Hold on. Nah. Come on, man. I don't see where ringtone is. Hold on. Look to the ringtone. Do the same for the box. I don't know. Click the box. Okay, Manson, give me some more details. And this is for the new Skype. Yeah, because you're not giving me no details on how to do all this shit. I don't see nothing about no ringtone. I don't see that. Where's ringtone? Yeah, I don't see none of that you're saying, brother. I don't see none of that. Hold on. Okay, I don't see none of that. Skype name, account and profile. So yeah, somebody help me out with this if you know. Calling, call forwarding. Yeah, I'm not getting no help with this thing. All right, my nigga nerds in here. What are nigga nerds? Mute all to silence. I think Google is worse. To silence all Skype sounds. Mute all sounds. Okay. Yeah, I just updated. Well, it updated automatically. He's right. There is more than one way a ringtone should. I don't see nothing about a ringtone. Y'all giving me old instructions for the old Skype. The old Skype was fine. Skype just changed over. The option icon. Where's the option icon? Hold on. Y'all, come on. I need some nigga nerds in here, man. Where's the option icon? I don't see no options icon. Let me try this. Let me try preferences. That ain't helping. Okay. That ain't helping. They must not have a feature for that. They simply must not have a feature, services preference. Let me try that. That's not doing shit. Okay. That's not doing nothing. So they must not have anything for that. And y'all giving me old instructions. So, what more do you want from me? Go to settings, turn off the app sound. Okay, I did that. Let me see. I did that. It didn't do anything. Hold on. I did that. Microphone. All right, let me try that again. I'm going to try that one more time. And other than that, I'm just going to get with the program. All right, turn off the app sounds. All right, I did that. And there's no save button nowhere. In-app sounds. Okay, I turned the app sounds off. In-app sounds. I turned that off, but I'm still getting rings. All right. Let me try calling myself again. Because I turned off all the in-app sounds. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know. All right, I'm not gonna mess with it right now. I'll just mess with it later. Let me log out so I don't waste time bullshitting with this. Sign out. All right. How to mute incoming. Yeah, that's not working. Somebody said share the screen. Well, my nigga nerds, turn off Then turn off app and sounds. I did that. You dig? Oh yeah. I'm using a Mac, but that wannabe white supremacist troll, cunty queen. They finally banned his ass off Twitter permanently, which is about time. And they're getting them, all of those alt-right sympathizers, they're getting them out of there, and they should have got him out. I mean, he was banned for a few weeks for trolling and harassing me some months back. And some months later, they reinstated him. I don't know why they did that, but they should have left him banned. You know, you got these fucking dirtbag alt-right cats just getting on Twitter and social media harassing people. You dig? And just letting them harass people, that's not, you know, that goes against the rules of the social networking sites. You dig? So they finally got his stupid ass up off Twitter permanently. He can't reinstate his account. You know, he has several troll accounts, but that's whatever. But good riddance. Just about time. And there's another one, Patty something. She's another white supremacist on there, and they got rid of her. So, you know, and they got rid of Baked Alaska's dumb cornball ass. So, you know, good riddance. Good riddance. There's too much fuckery going on, allowing these assholes to troll people. Now, I put up a picture, an image on my Instagram. Instagram took it off, but it's still on my Twitter. I posted a video, a short video clip of a rapper. I think he's out of Memphis. He's down with Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti is cool. I fuck with Yo Gotti. But this is his partner, Black Youngster. Black Youngster evidently got some kind of record deal, some deal at Epic Records. What is it about Epic Records that they require Negroes to jump on tables and dance like butter biscuit eating Sambos? We know Bobby Smurder was in Epic Records, buck dancing all on the tables. They got his publishing, his ass is locked up, and Epic didn't put a dime to get him out. Now, for anybody normal, that would be a lesson. Hey, maybe this buck dancing and this cooning ain't for me. Maybe dancing around like a Sambo, maybe this don't work for me. Maybe this is something I don't need to be doing. But no. This is Black Youngster this week up at Epic Records.
I already think you can twerk. If you broke, go to work. Make that big booty twerk. Make that big booty twerk. Twerk. Girl, I wanna see you twerk. I throw a little money to twerk. I already think you can twerk. Twerk. If you broke, go to work. Make that big booty twerk. Make that big booty twerk. Can I touch that booty?
Okay, that's enough of that. Let me say this. Let me say this. You grown ass niggas out here buck dancing on top of tables. Do y'all know how fucking stupid y'all look? And do you care? It look like a lot of you don't even care. Who the fuck is that blowing their horn in my house? Fuck is that outside my house blowing the horn? All right, but in this day and age, grown ass niggas are in a room full of white executives dancing on a fucking table like a butter biscuit eating Sambo, just a big juicy coon twerking, shimmying on a damn table, These niggas are so detrimental to any type of black progress, it's ridiculous. And do you know, when I posted this on Instagram, there were people low-key trying to defend that. That's the sad thing. It's one thing to be a butter biscuit eating juicy coon, a sweating juicy coon. Hey, we got to call him for what it is, dude. Grown-ass men hopping on tables, busting it open. But fools were sitting up here defending that. They were like, come on, man. Black youngster is that dude, man. He just lit. And that's the sad thing. You got people who look at that and they say, well, shit, I wish I was in a room full of white folks so I can buck dance and be a coon too. There's black folks who like being a damn coon. There's other black folks who are envious of coons who get shine. People were defending that, talking about, well, he just lit. He lit. And other people tried to defend it by saying, well, these record labels, they want to make sure that the artist has showmanship. And my answer is basically, why is it that you only see black artists going into these labels buck dancing on tables? Show me a video of a white artist dancing on a fucking table at a damn record label in a conference room. Show me one. You got all types of videos of niggas dancing on tables. You got Designer. He's dancing on tables, bucking his eyes. He's danced on several tables. Bobby Smurda's in there dancing on a table. Black youngster jumping up, buck dancing, dancing on a table. Where the white artists dancing on these tables? If you want to show showmanship, show me a video. Post it in the room. Post a video of a white artist dancing on top of a table at a damn record label in a conference room. Just put up a shut up. Just show a fucking link of a white artist doing that. They don't require white artists to make fucking imbeciles of themselves. Now, with L.A. Reid, he said that Pink, in one of his books, he said that Usher sang in The Office. L.A. Reid was like, yeah, I like to see an artist kind of perform that'll kind of affect my decision to sign him. What bullshit. He said that Pink danced on a table. I don't know. She's a white sacrifice, whatever. There's no video of it. So they like to videotape these niggas cooning and put it out there like that. You dig? They like to videotape these Negroes and put it out. They love that. You don't see no videos of this. Thousands of white artists. You don't see them buck dancing on a table in a conference room. I mean, damn. The thing is, man, the sole purpose of that is for them to see what kind of coon they got on their hands. They want to see what kind of coon they got on their hands. And don't be fooled by L.A. Reid. I mean, L.A. Reid ain't really running the show at these labels. You dig? Not to disparage that brother. I'm not trying to shit on him. But, you know, there are higher ups that's really running the show. But these Negroes dancing on tables, showing their little coon spirit in order to get basically a 360 deal. Let me tell y'all something. You black artists, the minute you dance on a table, nigga, just kiss your publishing and all that goodbye. They know the kind of coon they have. Because if you in there dancing on tables, nigga, I can almost guarantee they gave you a shitty deal. You done signed over half the majority of your publishing. You dig? When you go into an executive suite, you go into an office, when you go into a conference room, You're supposed to be in there handling some business. Black folks think, okay, it's time to be a little show monkey. We use every opportunity to be the little wind-up show monkey. That's what they do to monkeys. They put monkeys on tables and let them dance. And y'all volunteering to act like that. That's some simple bullshit, man. Grown-ass niggas need to cut that garbage out. Dude, what you tell these people, they know how you perform. You say, hey, look, you buck dancing in an office on a table, that's not really going to show them what you're like as an artist. You say, hey, look, I can go do a showcase and let you see a showcase. And Black Youngster, he have an audience? He has an audience already. He can just say, hey, show up to my concert. Here's some concert footage of me performing. Or, hey, L.A. Reid or the white execs, come see me perform at such and such. Then you can display your showmanship. But when Negroes sit up here and try to justify, well, the labels want to see if you got showmanship and they want you to buck dance on a table, that's what makes you a coon. That's what coons do. Coons give showmanship at the most inappropriate times. It's inappropriate to do all that buck dancing. That's what makes you a coon. And I talked about this before. There was a video of these dudes who some Q dogs, they were at their job stepping and doing all that twisting and stepping, talking about it's the Founders Day, and they were celebrating in an office full of white people, and these niggas in some purple shorts kicking and stepping and doing the Greek step. I mean, that you're low-key cooning. Not even low-key, straight up. Black folks got this thing where we got to go in the office and we become plantation entertainment. And Shahrazad Ali talked about that in her book, Are You a Slave? She wrote a book years ago in the 90s. I got an updated copy in the house somewhere. I wish I had it with me right now. I would read the page. But she talked about black folks at work. Are you a slave? And she said one of the things, if you go to work and you dancing at your job, you a slave. This is in Shahrazad Ali's book that was in the 90s. She said that if you at your job dancing for white people, you a damn slave. Oh yes, Natural Charm. Yeah, Shahrazad Ali, that is my sister. I love her to life. Man. Yeah, you got to get that book by Shahrazad Ali. But the cooning, this coon thing that y'all got going, that's not going to help you. That coon thing ain't going to help you. Somebody sent me a video of this black dude. I think he was in Chicago. And this Negro was an informant for the police in Chicago. He was a coon. He would tell different stuff of what happened in the neighborhoods. He was an informant. He was cooning it up, and the police were all chummy with him. They were whining and dining him and letting him come to parties, police parties and all this. So he was a coon for the police out there. And one of the cops that he was chummy with, feeding information to, there was a murder out there. Some white woman got shot. And one of the cops framed him, knowing that he was being framed. The cop framed him. The cop told him, hey, come down to such and such street and all this. And end up framing the dude. And the dude got like I want to say life in prison. I mean, they gave the dude a gang of years for this murder he didn't commit. And they're unraveling everything now. They're showing how corrupt this cop was and all that. But just the fact that this coon thought he had it easy and they turned on his stupid ass. He thought he was in there. He thought, I'm going to go in here, act the fool, coon it up, throw other black folks under the bus, and I'm going to save myself. And when you do that, that's the fish jumping out of the water into the frying pan. Y'all learn the hard way that cooning don't really pay. like you think it does. My goodness. I really wish I could get some of these phone calls from the family. I wish I could get some of these phone calls from the family. Oh yeah, by the way, I hope you guys have your 1804 DVDs. 1804movie.com. 1804movie.com, ladies and gentlemen. 1804movie.com. Man, where my Miami people at? Where my Miami people? When I'm down in Miami, there's a restaurant down there that my brother, Carl the promoter, took me to. Shout out to Carl the promoter. There was a restaurant. I didn't know that it was a chain. I did not know it was a chain restaurant. It was a restaurant, a Caribbean restaurant called Golden Crust. The Golden Crust restaurant. Good as hell. Golden Crust Caribbean restaurant, bomb as hell. I went to the one in Miami Gardens. Ola, you remember that one? That was the one right next to the barbershop. Me and Ola went over there. Good as hell, man. And I didn't know it was a franchise. This was a franchise. The Golden Crust Caribbean food. And they still got them. The owner was found dead in the Bronx. They sell Golden Crust. Oh, nigga, Golden Crust is the shit. Golden Crust is the shit. Nigga, they done found the owner, this brother. It's a brother who had these shops. This is a franchise, and he was expanding. They got it in Brooklyn, too. Yeah, I didn't know it was a franchise. I didn't know. Yeah, I just found out it was a franchise, but it was all over the place. So this brother was really on his way, man. I mean, he was expanding his business. This brother was doing the damn thing. Say it was the first Caribbean-owned franchise in U.S. history? Yeah. Brother was doing it, man. And the food, I'm telling you, it was excellent food. And the brother, man, who owned it, they found this brother dead up in the Bronx with a gunshot wound to his head, talking about this a damn suicide. Get the fuck out of here. Brother was like 57, close to 60 years old. Man, that wasn't no damn suicide. You notice all these old weird-ass murders, these black folks dying, and they say it's some damn suicide, some shit that don't make no sense. This brother done built a franchise, worked his ass off. Black folks just don't do that, man. You don't do all that hard work building a franchise, coming over from other countries, or just really coming from the bottom and building yourself up, building up a nationwide franchise from scratch to get your shit popping, and all of a sudden you gonna kill your fucking self. Some people, the word on the street is that, like, this dude was about to get some real major paper and looked like some of the white people wanted to get that. The white supremacists wanted to get their hands on that franchise. You dig that? And this is what I always say. When black folks, you notice this, I want y'all to notice, when black people get in their middle age area, like 50, late 50s, around 60, something like that, when well-to-do black people who own shit, you'll notice they start mysteriously dying. People, black folks who have things that they can pass down. Black folks who have something that they can pass down to the next generation. This brother was 57 years old. Notice Prince was around that same age when he died of a drug overdose / disease / AIDS / pneumonia. I mean, Prince died about 6-7 different shits. We still don't know what the fuck Prince died of. They haven't even gotten the lie right. We don't know what Prince died of right now. They haven't even gotten that lie together. They just threw a bunch of shit out there. It was AIDS, pills, pneumonia, sickness, hepatitis. They done threw a million diseases out there. But look at it. Once we get around, when black folks get in that middle age area, when you have some shit to pass down, all of a sudden you done died mysteriously. Prince, Whitney Houston, Michael, Don Cornelius. They said the same thing about Don Cornelius. They said he killed himself. Bullshit. You did. When we have something that we got to pass down, all of a sudden we get a mysterious death. Johnny Cochran, that's another one. That brain aneurysm bullshit. You dig? When you have something you can pass down, like this brother, 57 years old black man with all these restaurant chains, and they're popping off and they're expanding, all of a sudden he shot himself. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. Yeah, somebody said Q from World Star. That's another one. Mysterious death. I'm telling y'all now. I'm telling you, look, about me, I am not suicidal. If anything happened to me and they said I done committed suicide, that's bullshit. I'm telling y'all now, though. If somebody say that, I'm dead somewhere, they say that's Tariq shot himself, nigga, they're lying. I'm telling you they lying. Ain't nothing suicidal about me. I got too many children to be suicidal. I'm saying that's why I said Kundalini 723. If anything happened to me, the white supremacists are behind it. And Kundalini 723, handle that. Oh yeah, that cop in Baltimore. Yeah, there was a cop in Baltimore who was going to testify against other cops. He ended up dead mysteriously. And not only that, the Baltimore Police Department won't even let the FBI investigate. They're hindering the investigation. You dig? Yeah, this cop got shot and they don't know who did it. Bullshit. A cop got shot and they don't know who did it? Please. When that white cop got shot, was it in Baltimore or Philly? Nigga, they were shaking down neighborhoods. They were shaking down entire neighborhoods, man. They went door to door shaking people down. You dig? My man Darren Seals, real talk. Somebody said Dick Gregory. No, Dick Gregory is up there in age, so. Man. But yeah, this brother, I don't believe this. Yeah, that judge, that female judge up in New York who was known to prosecute corrupt cops. And I talked about this months ago how they said they found her in the damn river. Talking about she committed suicide. Ain't no sister jumping in no damn cold ass water for no suicide. And also when they found that lady, that sister, there was no water in her lungs. They did an autopsy and there was no water in her lungs, meaning she was dead before she was dumped in the damn river. They quietly put that out there and didn't say nothing else about it. They put up these big headlines, judge commits suicide. And then when they did the autopsy, well, there was no water found in her lungs, but they're investigating foul play and left it at that. And they real funny style. There was another politician down there in Miami they found on the beach dead, another black one. There was another judge in Chicago, a black judge. He was found dead, talking about it was a robbery. You dig? Man, but you watch that, though. You got to watch that. Man. Yeah. I watch myself out on the streets. I watch myself. Man. Yeah, real talk, New Orleans, real talk. He said, back in the day, understand, most of the black people who were lynched were business owners. They've always targeted business owners. They just used to, back in the day, they would just lynch them. Ida B. Wells, she talked about how black grocery store owners and market owners would be targeted and killed, and black people who were sitting on paper were the ones who were killed the most because they were the biggest threat. Same now. You know, they don't let you pass that money down. That's the thing. See, black folks, we got to get creative with our paper. This is why we got to understand how to open up trusts, put money in trusts and stuff like that and pass it down like that and be real cool about it and be real thorough about it. Because they know how to, fuck our shit all the way up so we're not passing it down. Just like with Bill Cosby right now. They're fucking Bill Cosby's money up now. Yeah, we're not to see. The thing is, they're supposed to give you wealth to pacify other black folks, but the name of the game is to never let black folks pass that wealth down. If you notice, you don't see too many black people who have passed wealth down. Black people really start getting a lot of major money within the last 40 years. In any type of area of entertainment or whatever, usually we get most of our money from the entertainment field. But that's fairly recent. Understand, before the 80s, many black athletes weren't really making a whole hell of a lot of money. Athletes weren't making a whole lot of money. Very few athletes before, I'm talking about that Jordan era and all that shit, were making a lot of money. You can count them on one hand. You dig? You can count them. It was very few. And one was OJ, but OJ got a lot of his money through endorsements. OJ got a lot of his money through endorsements, but those big ass contracts and those big endorsements, that came later on down the line with Jordan and all those people. You did? Yeah, Magic was one of the first. And definitely in the entertainment business, understand, artists really didn't start getting a lot of money in the music game until fairly recently. Artists didn't really start getting a lot of money in the music industry until fairly recently. You dig? There was a few, but I would say after the 70s. Like, after the 70s, that's when cats would kind of stack up money a little bit. But before then, understand, you look at all those movies about black artists like The Five Heartbeats, which was based on, I think, a real group, the Dells, and, the shows like The Temptations and all these movies, you would see how black artists would get screwed over in the 50s and 60s. They just take their songs and give them shits to Pat Boone and give them to Elvis or something. You dig? So black folks getting some paper to pass down is relatively new. You dig? And now that a lot of these black folks who have money, once they get into a position to pass it down, right before they can pass something down, is some kind of weird or awkward death that they have. You dig? And what happens if they're not finagled out of their publishing, because what usually happens, they got some kind of manager that finagles them out of their deal. Like, for example, Luther Campbell from Luke Records. The main thing with Luther Campbell was a black man. The whole obscenity thing, that was one thing. The real issue they had with Luther Campbell, because understand, records now are more obscene than ever. But the reason why they were so hell-bent on getting Luther Campbell is because he was selling all of those records and he was independent. He owned his label, he owned the masters, and that was a problem. And eventually, they screwed Luther Campbell. They got it. It was a dude who he got to work at his label, this white dude, and Joe something. I always forget his name. And Joe ended up finagling the publishing from Luke and then ended up taking over the company. You dig? That's why they were so hell-bent on Michael Jackson owning the Beatles publishing and Elvis's publishing. That's why they were on Michael's ass until they got rid of him. Stevie Wonder's manager, man, I talked about that last year, I think, was Stevie Wonder's manager. Stevie found out that his manager, one of his white manager died, and in the contract, the manager put his percentage to be passed down to his wife and offspring. So Stevie, he went over his books and he's like, wait a minute, I'm blind, but some fucking money is missing. And found out that slick ass manager slipped that in the contract. You dig? It was the lawyer, right? Okay, it was the lawyer. You know, that's slick as hell. That's some slick shit right there. You dig? You can't trust folks, man. You cannot trust folks out of here, dude. Yeah? Man. But, you know, you got to own shit. You know, like Ray Charles, you know, he was about his paper. Ray Charles, he was thorough, man. Ray Charles, he donated a lot of money. I mean, he donated millions of dollars to HBCUs. I mean, Ray Charles was a writer. And he was one of those artists who had dignity. Because now you got coons buck dancing on tables. And around 1961, Ray Charles went to do a concert, I think somewhere in Savannah, Georgia, somewhere that was still segregated. And what happened, the venue, it had like it was a big ballroom. And it was segregated, and the bottom part, the white people can go and dance in the bottom main dance floor, but all the black people had to stay in the balcony. Ray Charles said, fuck that. Ray said, I ain't playing this, I know. And he ended up having to pay a fine because he told him to keep the money, and plus had to pay a fine because the promoter sued him for reneging on the deal. But that's some gangster shit. That's some gangster shit. Ray Charles said, hey, I'm not playing in no white supremacist bullshit. And if y'all gonna have it segregated, I'm cool. Keep your money and go get my damn CNI dog so I can get the fuck out of here. You dig? Yeah, that's talk about Chris Lighty's death being a suicide. That was real funny style. Yeah, publishing is very important. And James Brown didn't fuck around either. Yeah, James Brown didn't mess around either. Yeah, James Brown was a rider. You dig? But even let's go back into the 60s. You had people like Sam Cooke. When Sam Cooke was talking about owning his own shit. And Sam Cooke was the dude back in the 60s. Sam Cooke was that dude. He got mysteriously killed down at a hotel in LA. And people still don't know what the hell the details were with that. He had a mysterious damn death. with some mysterious chick, and they said the hotel owner shot him. It's just real weird. Man. So James Brown learned from Sam Cooke, yeah. But yeah, man, you gotta watch that when people mysteriously die. Like, Jimi Hendrix, that's another one. Jimi Hendrix is another one, yeah. Sam Cooke Sam Cooke was a writer, man. Reginald Lewis, yeah, he wrote that book. Wow, I think it's called Why Do All the White Guys Have Fun? Something like that. I mean, we can go on and on and on. Little Richard is still alive, dude. He's still alive. And understand, speaking of Little Richard, I mean, they fucked Little Richard out of his money. It was Michael Jackson who gave Little Richard his publishing back. It was Michael Jackson who gave Little Richard money. So James Brown and Claude Anderson own a radio station. I gotta ask. Claude told me about brother. Claude Anderson told me about that. I gotta call Claude Anderson back. He called me this morning. I've been running around so much. Man. Man. But yeah, man, this is why, we got to have a network where we can protect each other. Once we get wealth, once we get financial stability, we need to be able to protect that. We got to protect that wealth. You dig? We don't have a mechanism to protect that wealth. And we need a number of people. We need a network of people looking out for each other. Yeah, I heard about that. A CIA agent admitted to killing Bob Marley. Do you know how much money Bob Marley's catalog produces? See, the thing is, y'all know how much that damn catalog produced, man. So his death, it's, you got to question all of it. You got to question all of it. Hell, Eazy-E. You dig? I talk about Eazy-E all the time. Ruthless Records. This brother had a record label, one of the big hip-hop catalog. You dig? He gets AIDS all of a sudden. Full-blown AIDS. And dies immediately. You dig? That's why everybody around him was like, hey, something ain't right with that. Everybody around him was like, something ain't right with that. You dig? And I talked about it last week when the Nation of Islam, they had some Nation of Islam doctors in there giving him that Kimron, that AIDS treatment from Kenya, and he was feeling better. Then they stopped giving it to him. The family and all the people around Easy said, don't give him no more. Man. Man. But it's heavy stuff, man. Real heavy stuff out here. I really wish I can get the phone lines and chop it up with the family. Yeah, man, these catalogs, real talk, those catalogs, man, y'all don't understand the importance of music catalogs. They will kill you over these damn catalogs, dude. That's a license to print money. A catalog, a publishing, it's a license to print money. It's just money generated year after year after year after year. It's just nonstop money. My daughter's texting me shit. Hold on. I hate when my daughter texting me. Hold on 1 second. But yeah, those catalogs, man, that's a license to print money. Those catalogs are worth millions and billions over the years once they accumulate. So owning that publishing is very important. Intellectual property, very important. And see, this is why when it comes to the music industry, get the fuck off the tables twerking and look at the contract, talk to a lawyer who's going to let you know what's what, and learn how you're going to stack your money up. If you are dancing on a damn table, you can kiss your publishing goodbye later on, because they're going to get that publishing from your ass. They love a nigga on a table dancing because they know they're going to get the publishing from his dumb ass. Just like Bobby Smurder. Case in point. Bobby Smurder is in there. He had the hottest song of the summer. Goes into Epic Records. Buck dances on the table. Buck in his eyes. Signs over all the publishing. Gets his ignorant little ass locked up. Now he's in jail. No money. No record. No publishing. And Epic Records is eating off that one little hit he had. Epic Records is eating off that little hit he had. Real simple. They hurry up and signed his ass and got that publishing in their pocket. You dig? So yeah, that catalog is very important. But the thing is, what they do when they deal with Negroes. What's up, P? The boys in bed? Fine. Are they sleep? I know they sleep. They're not sleep? Okay. And what they do with Negroes, they do everything to keep your mind off handling business. They do everything to keep... This is why they don't like a person like Dame Dash. Dame Dash, that's my dude. They don't like Dame Dash because Dame ain't going to go in there buck dancing on no fucking table. See, they try to give Dame Dash a bad rap. But no, Dame goes in there acting like you're supposed to. Like, okay, I'm here for business. Don't have me in here doing no stupid ass shit. Don't have me in here caca and kikiing. No, where's the fucking contracts? Okay, your contract is bullshit. Okay, give me another one. Dame goes in there like you're supposed to, and he gets a bad rap. No, you go in there handling your damn business and not letting people talk to you like you're a fucking plantation monkey. No, if somebody's talking to you crazy, which they do, they come in there and talk to you like you stupid. Then when you snap on them, they're like, oh, he's difficult. No, he's difficult because he's telling the truth on your stupid asses at these labels. He's telling the truth. And he's not in there kissing your ass. He's like, yeah, fuck all of I don't want drinks and all that. I got that. Where's the money? You dig? Dame is going to go in there and see where the money is. Well, he's difficult. No, he wants to know where the money... That's what you're supposed to do. You go in there and see where the... Yeah, they put the stereotype. Well, he's aggressive. He's angry. And the coons, oh, no, he going to mess it up. I'm going to have Dame on the show to chop it up. I am going to have Dame on the show to chop it up. But that's what they do when you go to labels or any kind of entertainment entity. When it comes to us, they're like, okay, we know what the niggas like. We know what they like. So let's bring some drinks. They always trying to get you to drink shit. I've been to record exec functions, and I remember the first one I went to in New York, because I used to have a public access video show out here in LA. We used to have a video show on public access. So we would break a lot of stuff. So the record labels would fly me out to New York and just kind of wine and dine me to play their shit. And I remember, because I don't drink at all. I never drank. And they would take me to these meetings, all these white execs, and they would try to get you to, they would just nonstop trying to get me to drink shit. Come on, man, drink this. This is a such and such. Drink this. The drink had smoke on it. Try this, man. It's a great drink, Tariq, man. Try this drink. Like, no. No. I'm good. I'm good. They always trying to get you to drink and trying to introduce chicks to you. Hey, this is such and such. A lot of those labels have like these fine executive assistants to woo and swoo niggas. That's another thing. So you get a coon, a bunk dancing juicy coon, and bring him in a damn record label, throw some drinks at him, and just the fact that he's around white executives, he think he's made it now. You put a couple of chicks on him who ain't completely ratchet. Okay, you can get this nigga to sign over his life. Real talk, Rita. Yeah, they always do that. I remember, I talked about this before. I was working with some cats on doing a television show, and they would talk about certain cars. They're like, yeah, man, Tariq, if we get the show off the ground, you can get this new car right here. And I'm like, I drove here in that, motherfucker. That's not impressing me. I drove here in that. And then telling me about, yeah, we're going to get you a co-host, and this girl right here could be your co-host. And like, I know her. I already know her. He literally showed me a chick that I went out with like a couple of months before. Oh, goofy ass broad. She was cute, but some exotic goofy ass broad. I'm like, I kicked it with her. I'm not impressed. Where's the money? Where's this paper? Where's how much money am I getting, and how much are you gonna get out of my money? That's when they start the when you start, I want to know how much am I getting, and how much the fuck are y'all getting from my shit? You dig? I ain't with all the women and the weed and the wine. I'm good. Let's talk about this little paper. Man. But yeah, that's what they do. They love, this is the thing. Let me tell y'all some black folks. They'll get you, and they do this to athletes too. They really do it to athletes. They do the whole father figure thing with athletes. They send that white dude down there because they're like, okay, these niggas ain't got no dad, so I'm gonna be white daddy. I'm gonna be white daddy to this nigga. So the white sports agent or the scout comes down to the hood. Hey, Darnell, you got a lot of potential. I need to hone that potential. Let's me and you go golfing. You ever been golfing? Let me show you how to golf, man. You're like my big black son. They play that role on niggas. Daddy, am I holding it right, daddy? You're a big old coon. And when the white scouts come down there, they taking you to new places. Come on, Darnell. I know you're a college student and you're not really supposed to get any gifts, but I'm like your dad, man. I can get you anything, man. You're like my son. That's sure right, daddy. I got you a Cadillac, a drop-top caddy. Because you're my son. I got you a drop-top. I mean, this has nothing to do with your playing skills, but you're like my black son, dude. Come on over and have dinner with the family, with the rest of your family, with your white cousins. Your dumb ass sitting up there with the white people with a plate of damn tuna casserole. Lord, my white family is so nice to me. I'm going to be an ambassador for race relations. Eating tuna casserole and Rice Krispie treats. Man, these white folks sure live good. They start molding you into a coon. They start molding niggas into coons early. You get a taste of that tuna casserole and you around some white people and they propping you up and they hugging on you and loving on you. Man, what people talking about racism? Ain't no racism. This is some good white folks. Man, that tuna casserole, you go back to the hood. Man, tuna casserole is delicious. Man, we been eating all this government cheese. Shit, tuna casserole make my belly feel so good. Nigga, you think you done made it once some white women done made your ass some tuna casserole, nigga. You think you made it. Ola said some tater tots. They gave him some Chardonnay, all this. Oh, he done made it. And then Really, when they start pawning off some of the white women on the nigga. Hey, look, I got a friend for you. I got a friend. Her name is Jenny. And Jenny's batting her eyes. Oh, Darnell, I heard you're about to get signed. Now, you done fell all the way in the sunken place now. Nigga, you done fell all the way in the sunken place. Yeah. Now, Jenny, and they're treating you like family. So now you done went from tuna casserole to boysenberry pie. That nigga done got a slice of boysenberry pie. So this nigga getting all the white dishes. So you think you're the special Negro. You dig? And white daddy done bought you a car and all this old shit. So they really sinking it in on you. You dig? And then when you get money, and they trick your dumb ass into believing you didn't get it on your own talent. They already know you were getting money. That's why they latch on to you. But what they do, they latch on to you and make it seem like they did it for you. Darnell, you got talent, but you need me to help you. It's that same Jerry Heller thing. I want y'all to look at the movie Straight Outta Compton and study that movie. When Jerry, look, Easy and those guys had a lot of momentum going already when they were selling records independently with Macola Records. So they were going to go big anyway because they had a hell of a street buzz. They didn't really need no damn Jerry Heller. They were about to go mainstream anyway. And what really made them go mainstream is the way they started to tabulate records. Let me break this down. Let me give y'all some business game. See, in the movie Straight Outta Compton, Jerry Heller had a conversation with Easy. He was like, yeah, man, you selling stuff out the trunk of your car, but you need me, man. I can take you to the next level. I can get you up out the hood and take you to the next level. You dig? But the thing is, Easy and those guys, what made them go to the next level was the way they tabulated the records. In 1991, they started using SoundScan to tabulate records. And I talked about this before. Before then, what they would do in order to tabulate record sales and send the results to Billboard, they would call up all the record stores, and the record store owner would say, okay, this record sold these many copies, this record sold these many copies. So you would have to go by some record store owner's word. And a lot of times they would be biased. A lot of times the record store owners would be paid off by the label to say somebody's record sold more than it did. You dig? So that was a very unreliable system because the people could be easily swayed and bought off. And plus a lot of rap records were selling, and a lot of these white store owners were pocketing the money and not saying that these records were selling in these large numbers. Got it? So when they started to do SoundScan, meaning every record was automatically scanned so you got credit for that record being scanned and sold. The minute that happened, NWA's album, Niggas for Life, shot up to #1. That was the #1 record in the country. And that shocked everybody, like, damn. We saw the real numbers. We saw that the rap records were selling way more copies than they were getting credit for, which we already knew. There are a lot of records from the 80s that should have been like triple platinum, but they didn't get it because it wasn't tabulated right. Like the Roxanne record by UTFO. That record should have been like triple platinum or something. Even Rapper's Delight. People don't know the real numbers of Rapper's Delight. That was a huge record. That record probably sold like 5-6 million copies or more. Huge record, but it wasn't tabulated correctly. You dig? So the point is, NWA, they were going to pop off anyway. Once those SoundScan numbers were revealing what was really sold, they were going to pop off. They were going to pop off. And that happens with a lot of us. We're going to pop off, but what happens, somebody from the dominant society, they see that we're about to pop off, so they latch on to us. Oh, you're like Master P. Great example. And I take my hat off to Master P. Master P, very good businessman. Master P, very good businessman. Master P said, no, I'm going to own my shit. I'm going to own my masters. I'm going to get a deal where they just press and distribute my stuff, but I'm going to be the owner of it. You dig? Yeah, Mix-a-Lot too. He's about that business too. Mix-a-Lot is about that business too. Yeah, there was a lot of records back in those days that most likely sold more records. That Roxanne record, that I knew that was a huge record in the 80s. You dig? You met Ronnie DeVoe in 2000. He said he wasn't a millionaire. I believe that. Yeah, I believe. Yeah. Look at the New Edition story. They talked about how their little money, was kind of janky. Yeah, they talked about how their money was a little janky. Yeah, Tech Nine, he owns this shit too. Tech Nine is sitting on major paper. Yeah, It's Yours by Tila Rock. That was the shit. That was my cut back in the day. It's Yours. That was the shit. What you doing over there, Lexi? Taking pictures?
No, I'm screenshotting.
Is there still one of those cookies in there?
There's probably a couple too later for you.
Oh, okay. You do ice cream? Oh. How was it?
I just took a bite. It was good.
Oh.
She gave some to the syrup and they was turning up.
Oh, damn. You look and see if the boys are asleep. Yeah, that's another thing with Vanilla Ice. And that's another thing. Because Suge, people give Suge a bad rap, but Suge was making sure motherfuckers got the paper. That's another thing. Suge was like, look, y'all ain't about to fuck me over. Y'all are not about to give me, listen to Tech Nine. Tech Nine's the shit. But Suge was like, no, y'all are not about to fuck me over. The days of fucking people is over here. Like when Vanilla Ice did that song Ice Ice Baby down in Houston. There was a dude named Chocolate. See, Chocolate and Vanilla. Chocolate, he was a producer, and I think he produced and wrote Ice Ice Baby. And what happened is Chocolate signed with Suge before they were Death Row. I think they were called Future Shock Records or something like that. And I know Chocolate put out something with, it was an independent project he put out with First Priority Records, or I forgot the name of the record. It was an indie label out here. I can't think of the name of it. And there was an indie label out here that would put out a lot of indie stuff. And Chocolate put out a thing with them back in the early 90s. But Chocolate was signed to Death Row before it was Death Row. And he was like, hey, I wrote this song for Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice is out here fronting and flossing. And that's the thing I like about back then. The coon spirit wasn't as prevalent as it was now. See, people back then, the culture did not give Vanilla Ice a pass. The culture didn't give Vanilla Ice a pass because Vanilla Ice was doing a lot of fuckboy shit back in the day. A lot of fuckboy shit kind of gets a pass now because niggas are fuckboys themselves. So they let a lot of fuckboy shit pop off with those in the dominant society. His name was Chocolate. It sounds moist, hilarious. But with Vanilla Ice going around like he was some kind of street dude, talking about he went to the same school as Luther Campbell in Miami, and acting like he was a G, acting like, with all that yo, word to the mother. And we were back then, we were like, get the fuck out of here, you clown ass nigga. Dudes do that shit now, y'all eat it up. Dudes do all that yo bullshit. Y'all niggas eat that stupid shit up. Back then, we G-check motherfuckers over that dumb. Get out of here with that bullshit, dude. He didn't get a pass. Nobody gave his ass a pass for that. That was back then when the culture meant something. He was going around with that yo bullshit. People were checking him on it. And they saw he was a fraud. Go check out that interview he did on Arsenio Hall's show. Arsenio gave a great interview, and Vanilla Ice made it seem like Arsenio was picking on him. But what happened, Arsenio, from what I understand, when he had Vanilla Ice on, I think the Vanilla Ice's people wanted Arsenio to kind of portray Ice in a way to kind of co-sign his fuckery. Because, see, Arsenio was the dude back then. Understand, you go on Arsenio's show, you were legit. Being on Arsenio's show at the time legitimized you. So what they wanted to do, they wanted to put Vanilla Ice on Arsenio's show and just let him get a pass with all of his fuck shit and Arsenio not say nothing. And if Arsenio didn't say nothing, that would be like a cosign. You did? Because, see, that's what they always do. They try to latch onto a black person to make it seem like they're cosigning them. So Arsenio was G-checking him. Arsenio was like, hey, man, a lot of people are saying that, you know, you ain't from this and you ain't doing all this stuff you claiming, man. So a lot of people say you fronting. Arsenio was calling him out on the show. I love Arsenio. Arsenio was G-checking his ass. And then Ice did this old sucker shit. Ice was like, yo, man, I'm down. Hey, I'm down. There's Flavor Flav. Come on over here, Flav. Yeah, Flavor Flav is my homeboy. So he tried that whole shit. Like, yeah, I'm down because I got a black friend from Public Enemy. He tried that bullshit. And Arsenio was like, okay, Flav, good to see you, Flav, but step off stage. So Arsenio was like, what you down now because you kick it with Flav? I mean, is that what you trying to do? You making it seem like you trying to act like you down because you with Flav? That don't mean nothing. So Arsenio was calling him out on that shit. Arsenio was like, yeah, you're not going to use me, dude. You're not coming on my shit and use me to co-sign your bullshit. Yeah, and Vanilla Ice disrespected Hammer. You know, that was a no-no. What did Post Malone say? What he said something recently, and that's another thing about these dudes. These new dudes, from the dominant society getting into the hip-hop game, saying little old slick shit. And I blame y'all Negroes for letting them do it, man. Not G-checking these dudes from the rip. Just like that fat fucker who sounds like Ghostface. He sounds just like Ghostface. What's his name? What is that? The fat dude who's a chef.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, man. I can't think of his name. What's his?
Cook till he cooks.
He's a cook. He's a cook.
Or he just be eating.
No, he's a cook. He's an actual Action Bronson. Yeah. Thank you, Donovan. Action Bronson. Y'all see that disrespectful fucking? He disrespected Ghostface. I mean, he should be cut off immediately.
What happened?
Action Bronson, his card is revoked. It should have been revoked right then and there. The way he disrespected Ghostface. After he stole his style completely. He stole everything about Ghostface Killer and then had the nerve to disrespect him.
Wait, what did he say?
Well, he said something about, Ghostface don't sell no records no more. He ain't pop. He said, somebody said, hey, man, you sound like Ghostface. He's like, man, Ghostface don't rhyme that good no more. Something like that. Like Ghostface don't spit thorough no more. You don't come out your face saying no stupid shit. Yeah. From what I understand, some of the Wu-Tang affiliates ran up on his ass, as they should.
He has mixed kids.
Yeah, that don't mean shit. What did Post Malone say? He undermined it. He said, what did Post Malone say? I know, I saw that video of Ghost checking him. Man. Yeah, that dude, Old Groog or Droog or whatever sounds just like Nas. Yeah, Papa Wu got him up off the block, as you should. You got to get the hell up out of here. But I was talking about Vanilla Ice again. So Vanilla Ice was on that bullshit. Not only was he fronting and just eating off the culture, fronting, exploiting the culture. And I remember back then, they were literally calling Vanilla Ice the king of rap. They were like, you're the king of... You sold the most records. I mean, they were really going on and on about that. And when Chocolate signed with Suge, they were like, okay. Chocolate was like, hey, man, I wrote this song. This song is popping. And they acting funny about my money. They said, oh, really? So Vanilla Ice think it's all peaches and cream out here, don't he? So they would catch his ass out here slipping. You dig? They would catch his ass out here slipping until they made him cough up that dough. Post Malone said hip-hop isn't thoughtful. Action did diss Ghost. Yes, he did, Rob. Action Johnson did diss Ghost. The hell he didn't. I heard it. What do you mean he didn't diss Ghost? He did diss him on ESPN, one of them shows. He dissed him. Hold on. I'm going to play the clip. Hold on. How am I taping? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. The hell he didn't. He did diss Ghostface. Hold on. Took a shot at him. Hold on. Wait 1 second. There's a commercial. Hold on. I hate these YouTube commercials. Y'all bear with me. But yeah, he was on ESPN. Okay. I hope this is the right one I'm looking at. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. Has it helped you or hurt your career when people say you sound like Ghostface? Where does that come from?
I don't think it's. I think it's indifferent actually at this point.
Yeah.
You know, like people compare Coke and Pepsi. People compare everything. No matter what, you're gonna get a comparison to something. You know. And I'm just glad that it's one of the greats.
Real talk.
There you go.
Ghostface was my favorite.
Yeah, that's his favorite rapper right there.
Nice.
That's right. Heard Action Bro. The first time I heard it, I was like, yo, Ghost got some new stuff. And I thought I was Action Bronson, but I'll tell you the truth, I bought the record right then.
That's right.
Yep.
He's not rapping like this no more.
Whoa.
Right
That a shot at the Ghost?
No.
Oh.
Just being honest.
I like that record.
Let's just be real.
I heard it. Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Man, Ghost.
Right there, you don't say no bullshit like that after you done stole the man's style. Well, he ain't rapping like this no more. But first he tried to give a compliment and then did a little sneaky ass diss. And didn't think people were gonna catch him on that bullshit. That's a diss. That's called dissing. You steal somebody's style and then talking about they don't rap like this no more. You know that would back in the day, that'd get your ass whooped. For real. And let me tell y'all something about LA. With that whole Vanilla Ice thing and cats running up on him and making him cough up that paper. Y'all understand that was kind of the protocol in LA for a minute. That was kind of the protocol for cats. If you were an artist, especially if you were an artist and you come out to LA fronting and flossing and there's some little money situation you ain't got straight or you were just disrespectful in any manner, cats would run up on you. Darlene talks about that in her book. This is why I like this book. It talks about some of the old school LA shit. She talked about how LA, when LL Cool J came out here and got hemmed up a little bit at World on Wheels. LL went to World on Wheels. They had the wrong color on. That's the thing. You had to watch where you walked. LL went up in there with a red Kango or something and, you know, they ran him up out of there. Literally ran him out of there. Some other ones. There's stories about Houdini coming out here getting hemmed up. You dig? And I think Ice had to be the liaison to. That's why Ice had so much love in New York, because Ice Ice-T saved a lot of cats out here, from what I understand. He helped a lot of East Coast cats from getting hemmed up out here. Nigga, what's up, Big Mall? Man, niggas got ran up out a lot of spots out here, man. You wore the wrong thing or said the wrong thing or crossed the wrong person, you get ran up quick. MC Search came out here, and he was supposed to be down. He's down with the Brown and all that, but MC Search thought that he could diss Hammer, and I talked about this before. MC Search from the group Third Base, he had a black card in New York, he had a black pass, so to speak, but he fucked around and dissed Hammer. He thought that, okay, I got a black pass, I got a hood pass, so I can go to another level and start dissing niggas. So he dissed Hammer, and it wasn't safe for that nigga out here. MC Search came out here and almost got rolled up on. Mike Conception folks had to let him know what was happening. It was not safe for MC Search out here in L.A. You dig? He said fat boys got ran out of Roscoe's. Hilarious. Yeah, you don't diss Hammer. Hammer, even if you feel a certain way about his music, Hammer's the dude, man. Hammer's always been that dude. I've been to the Bay, and, man, I remember when Hammer was popping, and I went up there to the Bay, man. The streets loved Hammer. I mean, you had I went to a club up there in Oakland, like this kind of hole-in-the-wall joint. Some old hardcore street niggas in there doing the Running Man in baggy pants. The Hammer. They loved Hammer. Man, Hammer was nobody to play with. Hammer and his brother Lewis. These are some real fucking dudes. Yeah, the phone is off tonight because I don't know how to turn the ringer off, so the phone is off right now. The Fat Boys could not flow. I hated the Fat Boys. No, the Fat Boys could not flow. I never liked. Well, you know what? I liked the Fat Boys, their first song when they were doing the human beatbox and all that, but the Fat Boys were corny to me. I remember watching Crush Groove, the show. That was one of my favorite movies back in the 80s. That's before, cats had VCRs. You just go to the movies over and over again. And I remember just hating when they came on the screen. It was just like, ugh. I hated when they came on the screen. I wanted to see the Run DMC storyline. That part when that's the best scene in hip hop. When LL came in the room with that radio, that shit was gangsta. That was some gangsta shit. I hated the Fat Boys. Oh, they were so corny. They did that movie where they were, they were in a rich house. They were being taken care of by some rich family. I ain't watched that bullshit. The Fat Boys were some big juicy coons. Let's just call it what it is. The Fat Boys were some big old juicy coons. The Disorderlies, yeah, I ain't see that bullshit. I didn't see that, but they were a bunch of big juicy coons. Oh, I didn't like the Fat Boys. Now, Prince Marky D, he became a very good producer after the Fat Boys. I know he produced Real Love by Mary J. Blige. They were some fat, juicy coons. I did not like them niggas. You dig? That's why I like Heavy D. Because I remember Heavy D did an interview. I think he was on Soul Train or something. And they were like, well, Heavy D, a lot of people are comparing you to the Fat Boys. He's like, no. He's like, no, they're fat and funny. I'm large and lovable. Well, that's some player shit right there. Heavy is a big old player. Yeah. Yeah, I just said that. One of the Fat Boys, Prince Marky D, he did Real Love, Mary J. Blige. Yeah, I knew what cooning was back then, and that shit was cooning. Niggas bucking their eyes, eating and shit. Stick 'em! Stick 'em! Oh, like that was cooning then. I never liked cooning. That shit was cooning. Fat Boys was cooning their ass off. Man. What about Mark Morrison? But yeah, I saw like those dudes. Why y'all quoting Return of the Mac? Why y'all quoting Mark Morrison's name? Man. But I really want to fix this phone line. I really want to fix my phone so I can take calls. I hate that the ringer is janky. Man. But I hope you guys are getting your 1804 DVDs right now or going to 1804movie.com where you can actually stream 1804. You can stream it. You can stream 1804. But you can still get the DVD. It's good to have the DVD, that physical copy, right then in your hand. Right there in your hand is good. Flex is dissing East Coast rappers. What East Coast rapper did I diss? I didn't diss no East Coast rappers. I didn't diss any East Coast rappers. I was talking about the Fat Boys, and I won't consider they're from the East Coast, but that's something else. That was something else. Yes, a lot of folks like 1804. Can y'all call on WhatsApp? No. Yeah, the Fat Boys are East Coast. But they don't represent the East Coast, though. I like the shoes, the Lonzo Ball shoes. I like the shoes. I got my copy, my pair. They finally came in the mail. They came on time, so I got them. And I like them. They look good. Man. Skype preferences, unclick play sounds related to calls. Hold on. Is that the old Pride? Is that the old Skype? See, those are old Skype instructions. Yeah, those are the old Skype instructions. You dig? Yeah, so those don't work for the new. That don't work for the new Skype. Excuse me. When did hip hop change for the worse? Good question. You know what? It started to change for the worse really in the mid 90s. You know, a lot of people track it back to the death of Tupac and Biggie. Once Tupac and Biggie died, a lot of people say that's when it started to go downhill. The spirit was different. And I would have to contend to that. I would have to say there's some validity to that. Like around 97, 98, things just kind of started going downhill to a certain degree. No, I wouldn't say 2000. No, well, 2003, yeah. But yeah, the late 80s, yeah. Yeah. You dig? It started going a little downhill in the late 80s. You dig? Because, you know, a lot of it got saturated, and many people from the dominant society started to buy the rap records, and many of them weren't really into the lyricism of it. And let me be real about this. A lot of the people in the dominant society who would buy the rap records, they would gravitate towards records that had a little twinge of coonery. You dig? A lot of the rap records, even now, let's just be real. Even now, when Niggas dancing on a table, buck dancing. Get it. I gotta get it. A panda. When you buck in your eyes, white audiences like that. Even now. I look at certain concerts, and a lot of these niggas with their eyes bucking, doing mumble rap, they got big white audiences. You understand? Your party music is cool, party music, but don't buck your eyes. I mean, if you buck in your eyes and they're buying it because, okay, we like the stereotype of this nigga bucking his eyes and mumble rapping, because you notice a lot of the white artists, they flow a little bit. You did? American Made. I haven't seen the movie American Made. But a lot of the people from the dominant society, they like... Who the hell is that? Oh, it's Taria. She haven't left yet? Hold on. What's up here? But this must be your ride or something. Hello?
Who's hot in there?
Hello? Dial 07. All right. Somehow the code on the gate. They're about to come in. Hold on. Y'all bear with me, guys. Y'all bear with me. Come on. All right. Man. Yeah, No Limit was running things. But what happened with No Limit, they became like a conveyor belt. They were just putting out stuff, and there was really no quality control. They were just putting out stuff. They knew it would sell, and they were putting it out fast. And I get it. Master P was like, hell, I'm gonna strike while the iron is hot. I'm gonna just keep putting out these songs, and many of them, I mean, a lot of shit Master P was putting out was shipping gold and platinum. A lot of that stuff was shipping gold and platinum. So I get where he was coming from to a certain degree. I know he wanted to stack his money, but there were a lot of people on No Limit that was on some ugh. You dig? A lot of you could tell that it was done. They didn't record the album in like a week.
Why is they still up?
You dig? You can tell. You dig? Yeah, they were dropping so many albums, so there was really no quality control.
Bye.
Yeah. You about to leave? Did you get money out of my wallet, Tree?
Yeah.
How much?
20.
I'm gonna look in there.
Bye.
I'm gonna look in there. Remember, hey, you need to, you got to come out here, babe.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, early.
Right.
All right, so like that.
Still.
Yeah, but No Limit was the shit. They were oversaturating everything, but No Limit, I respect what they did because Master P owned his shit. He was running his joint, and he was doing the best he could do. And he was like, I'm gonna strike while the fire is hot. I'm gonna strike. I'm gonna keep on putting these shits out. People are buying. I'm gonna get it while the getting is good. Well, yeah, that what's that lady's name? Kate Steinle. There's a white lady who got killed by a quote unquote Mexican immigrant, but it was an accident from what I understand. I think this guy found a gun, and the gun went off, and it ricocheted, and it hit this lady, and it killed her. And he got acquitted, and the white supremacists are really up in arms. And then, look, that's their own. I have no dog in the fight. That's between them. I'm not caping for nobody. You dig? I'm not caping for anybody. The immigrants, because they're shitting on immigrants now. Let them hold their own nuts. I'm not caping for them at all. But what's funny is to hear all these white supremacists talk about this is a travesty of justice. How can they acquit somebody for murder? Oh, really? You mean like Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, Tamir Rice, Mike Brown, Rekia Boyd, Sandra Bland? I mean, we can go down the list, but now all of a sudden the judicial system is messed up. Stop. It's messed up because you white supremacists allow it to be messed up. You created the atmosphere for it to be messed up, if you're going to use that logic. Man. But no. As far as No Limit, you had some like lyricists like Mystical. Mystical was the shit. Man. Yeah, the South got some tight rappers now. You got Scarface. Scarface is one of the top 5 greatest rappers ever. He's from the South. Killer Mike is a beast lyrically. No, I'm not going to blame the South. No, the South is to blame. No, I'm not going to just say it's the South and just shit on the South, because you've always had good lyricists out of the South. Like Outkast. So the South is represented. You got good, bad in every coast. You had good, bad in every coast. We had good, bad out here. There's a lot of rappers out here that were known, but lyrically they weren't. Like we had Rodney O and Joe Cooley. Now, on the street level, we like them because they made hot records out here on a local level. But Rodney O and Joe Cooley, they weren't hella lyrical. As many of y'all probably y'all haven't even heard of them. Yeah, but yeah, they weren't hella lyrical, but they knew how to make fly songs. You dig? What are you doing? Show people your braids, sweetie. My queen, Lexi, is going to show y'all her braids.
Tariq said she was walking, chilling, she was there, and tell her, and he's like,
My son, Mateo, is always calling this big sister. Taria. He always wants Taria to come save him, pick him up. Man. Oh, yeah, I got the God box. Yeah, I did. David Banner sent me the God box I got there. You dig? Yeah, I know they're talking about $100 million for NFL players to stand at the anthem, but watch what they're going to do with that money. You got to watch out for that.
I guess we have to.
Can you see?
No.
Yeah, watch what they do with that money. What's up? Look at those braids. What's going on, Lexi? What comes on TV tonight?
That's what
Mac Dre. Rick Ross. I like Rick Ross.
I'm sure it's all messed up because of the boys.
Your phone's messed up? Yeah.
I'm all awake.
Oh, you ready? Okay. Anyway, y'all, let me get up out of here. Let me roll. Look, 1804movie.com. Y'all get your movie 1804, 1804movie.com. And again, I need somebody on the West Coast who knows how to do the talk box. I got a talk box. I don't know how to use it that well, so I need somebody who's thorough, who know how to get on the talk box and spit that hot fire. Have them email me. If you know somebody in LA, kflexforlife@yahoo.com. Don't send me nobody who's in another state or another city. They got to be in LA. Y'all don't waste my damn time. Hey, man, I know somebody here in Cleveland. No. Who's here in LA? Right? When we're doing 1804, I was like, I need some martial artists. I had people, I'm in Philly. I'm going to show you me kicking. Like, oh, man. Niggas just be doing shit for attention. All right?
Well, you ask somebody for the braids. It's the same thing.
1804movie.com. Ask about braids. Oh, yeah, I know.
She said the valley in there.
Yeah, same thing. I asked him for braids. So who's in the valley? Oh, I got somebody in Long Beach. Like, shit. Man. All right, let me get up out of here, man. Y'all have a good one, man. 1804movie.com.